Hi everyone, welcome to Dry Gaming. This is a new venture for me. The aim of the channel is to release regular content about various video games, primarily focusing on World of Warcraft. The current focus is going to be all of the upcoming content with Shadowlands and the pre-patch. And to start off, I'm going to be covering the new starter experience, Exiles Reach, which is arriving in the pre-patch and is available to test on the PTR at the moment. I'm going to be diving into how it all fares, how it compares to the current starting experience. So obviously this is still in beta, so what you see is subject to change, but in all honesty we're very close to the pre-patch now, so I really can't see this changing much at all. There are a few bugs here and there, but I expect that will all be fixed in due course. So overall experience. Overall, I think this is a really great starting experience. It covers pretty much all of the basics that a new player might need to know when starting the game. There's a huge variety of quests that cover most of which you would encounter within the game. So collecting quests, using vehicles, interacting with objects, group quests, and there's even a quest which teaches you about emotes, which is a very important part of the game. If your character uses damage over time spells as part of their rotation, there's also a quest to teach you about these. You'll duel one of the NPCs, which will teach you how to get an understanding of how to use them, when to refresh them, and how to use spells as filler in between. The content for the island is remarkably similar for both Horde and Alliance. The only slight difference is the quirks of the various races. So, for example, the ways that goblins and gnomes differ when they use technology. There are a few things that I feel are missing from the island that should be taught to new players. So there is nothing on the island about repairing, which obviously is a simple concept, but to a new player it might be confusing and they might get caught out about it. I think a simple quest where your armor gets damaged and there's someone to repair it would be a great addition. Another thing that is missing is professions. There's nothing about professions on the island at all. Potentially this doesn't fit with the theme of the island, but once you've left the island, I don't see why the NPC that joins you couldn't teach you about the various combinations, so skinning and leatherworking, and they could even give you the materials to create the first item. Compared to the current starting experience, it's a night and day change. There's much more hand-holding to help new players get to grips with just how the game works, rather than just dropping them in as we do in the current starting experience, and kind of hoping they learn how the game works themselves, with just a little bit of assistance with the movement. So classes within Exiles Reach. When you start out on Exiles Reach, you are free of a spec and will not choose one until after you've arrived in the main faction city. One of my favourite ways Blizzard has helped to connect the player to their class fantasy in Exiles Reach is that each of the classes have unique quests, which will teach you an integral part of the class's identity. So a few examples would be Druids are taught how to commune with the spirits of nature, which rewards them with a new form. A Warlock investigates a summoning ritual that went slightly wrong and helps to bring a demon under their control. I feel like this is a great addition and really helps to give more of a connection to the lore of each class and just exactly what drives them. The group experience. Now as you finish up your quest in Exiles Reach, you'll be tasked with putting an end to the Ogre Menace on the island. This takes the form of a small, 2-boss dungeon called Darkmoor Citadel. This is queued for via the LFG tool. A great thing with this is none of the people that join are expected to tank or heal. The game will actually add NPCs to do this for you. That being said, they aren't particularly good at it, but you don't really need a tank in this dungeon. It's just nice to show the group dynamic. One of my concerns about this was lack of players, but if you happen to queue and there is no one else to queue with you, then the game will just add a healer and a tank for you, and you can do it as a 3-man dungeon with 2 NPCs. I think this is a terrific introduction for showing how group content and dungeon bosses work in a low stakes environment. Once you've finished the dungeon, you'll escape the island and arrive to your capital city with the help of the Horde or the Alliance. and once there you'll get a few more quests teaching you about mounts and how to obtain a Hearthstone. Once you've done this, if it's your first character, you'll begin Battle for Azeroth and start the introduction with Sylvanas and Nathanos. If this is not your first alt, then you can jump straight into Chromie Time, which is the new revamped leveling experience which enables you to level in any of the previous expansion packs, scaled to your level. In summary, I think this is an amazingly improved experience of what is currently in place, and I highly recommend trying it, even if you've got another 30 alts. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you have, please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks.